Welcome everybody, I'm the Mad Rambo, aka Sausage and Eve. Welcome to my latest video, and this is what I like to call endgame / speedrunning exploration. In this video we're going to be showcasing and showing you how to run the new detected sites, which are the new data and relic sites. This is part of the update from the latest big patch, which was Legion. These sites can only be found in null space, and in particular they can only be found if an alliance has put an exploration upgrade on their SOV. What this does is generate new sites within 5 jumps of that SOV, and these exploration sites are called detected sites, either detected relic or detected data sites. In essence, they are basically normal sites, so normal relic sites and normal data sites, which are the centrals. You'll get the most ISK value out of the relic sites as usual, but the data sites you'll have the better escalations that can spawn from them. And we say better because of the BPCs that can drop from there. I have been able to pull out BPCs that are worth 1 to 2 billion ISK once built, and that's near enough profit. And I also know there is another person called Moonwolf who's pulled out a really rare BPC that has the potential to be worth to about 20 billion ISK. But all in all, after running these sites for 2-3 months in this exact ship, this exact fit, I've been generating ISK that is in a region of between 350 and 500 million ISK per hour. That is without including any of the BPC values. So this is just pure ISK from the data and relic sites, the detected ones. So the fit for this pacifier will be left in the comments below. Now it can be tweaked. You can run 2 weapon hardpoints, that's fine. But all we're basically looking at is making sure we've got enough speed. We need to be sub 3 second align time, and we need to have a Zeugma and a ligature so we can open both relic and data cams with the same module. And obviously we need a cargo scanner, interdiction nullifier because that thing will save your life, and obviously the cloaking device. So running this fit and ship is going to cost you about $1.5 billion, and it's going to cost you about $1.5 billion for the implants as well, because you're going to need a virtue set and you're going to need black glass, very minimum, to be able to hack the cans really quickly. Now if you want to run it really quick on these sites, you need to get the Concord Victory skin. You never fly naked. So we've landed in the system here with a plethora of cosmic signatures, which likely 99% of them will be detected sites, which we are looking for. And for the purposes of this video, I will scan down all of these sites before actually going to run them. But what I generally do is I will scan down a couple of sites, I'll jump to the first one, start hacking it while I'm still scanning the other sites. And I do this mainly for one reason, so I can obviously start making income. But if other people are coming into the sites, coming into the system, they're going to start scanning and trying to hack things. So if I can start the ball rolling, start getting a couple of sites cleared off the system, it should make it easier for me to be able to capture most of these sites before anyone else. The main benefit the pacifier's got is obviously its speed. So if you're in a system and it's blue to you, so it's part of your alliance, you're seeing other blue scanners out there, if no one else is in a pacifier, you're going to be able to take most of the sites before they even get a chance to. And it's one of the reasons why we run the pacifier, because of how quick it is, and how we run this fit, because of how quick you clear the sites. So let's talk escalations, which is one of the reasons why we want to run the detected sites, because we want the escalations, we want the fancy loot. In general, I've been hitting an escalation about every 20 sites. This month already, so within 7 days, I've already hit about 17 escalations, mixed between relic and data. Unfortunately, the relic escalations don't offer a lot. The amount of relic escalations I've done, the most I've ever pulled out of a whole escalation has been no more than 200 million ISK. The data escalations, on the other hand, are your real big money makers. So for instance here, that we have dropped a BPC for an X-Rasia large micro-jump drive. Once built, that will net me a profit of about 1.5 billion ISK, and it costs about 3 million to make. There's other blueprints in there. You're quite standard to hit a blueprint that will, after build costs, net you between 200 and 300 million ISK. There's even someone who is named as Moonwolf has also managed to find a very, very rare BPC. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember what it's called. I think there's only ever been one sold or one on the market of when it was built, but that could net him a possibility of a 20 billion ISK. Now, obviously, ISK prices, anything's only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. But during your exploration adventures looking for detected sites, you will find a lot more data sites because people leave them because there's generally not much ISK in them, but it's the escalations people forget about. As we said, for video purposes, I'll scan down the whole site so we can show you what a site would look like, what a system would look like. 90% of these detected sites are datas, which is unfortunate, but that means someone's been through the site and taken the relics out there, because relics will give you more ISK. The 3 that are here were probably fresh spawns, nobody's touched them. Well, more than likely, fingers crossed. I try to do the relic sites first, because if new people come in, they'll go straight for the relic sites, because as we said, that's where the ISK is, and we'll see if we can ping off an escalation. So the first thing we'll do when we get into a site is obviously decloak, go towards the first can, micro warp drive on, because we want our speed constantly, and we never turn this off when we're in a site. 1, get to the cans quicker. 2, we can get out to safety quicker and cloak up. I don't take anything that's less than 4 million ISK because it's quicker to just delete the can, so it'll open a Zeugma, close it, Ligature, close it, move on to the next one. It's all about speed. So we're sacrificing a couple of million ISK here and there just for the speed. So we need to clear this site, move on to next one, next one, next one. This one was about 13-14 million ISK, so we'll take it. But in essence, be able to have a chance to spawn an escalation site, data or relic, we need to complete a site, a normal detected site. And to do this, we either need to successfully hack or unsuccessfully hack a can. And unsuccessfully hacking a can is 2 failures, which is exactly what opening and closing a can twice will do. It will act as a failure and blow that can up. You don't get no damage from the cans, there's nothing like that, nothing you have to worry about. But this is how I can generate as much ISK as I do, is because I'm burning through the cans and the sites as quickly as possible. Maybe about 2 minutes to run a site, maybe about an hour, depending how many signatures there are to be able to complete a site. And then hopefully we can gain 1 or 2 escalations out of that. But again, it comes down to RNG. So as you can see here, we've completed the site by hook or by crook, right? By looting or taking everything out. There's 3 cans left there that are the ones that we have looted. The site is now off of the probe scanner window, and we're going to warp straight to the next site. So by sheer luck in this video, the second site actually spawned an escalation. So the escalation for this one is 5 jumps away. You can find this by going into your agency window and going to escalations, and it will show you there you've got 24 hours to complete this site. Now there are 2 ways that we do this, in particular with the data sites. So because they despawn in 24 hours time, we'll go to the sites. For the relics, I just take everything out. We'll hack all the cans and take everything out, because as I was saying before, I've not seen anything over 200 million ISK, nor has a few other people that do this run. They've never seen anything more than 200 million ISK. For the data escalations though, this is different. For the data escalations, I would advise everyone to go to the escalation as soon as you can and scan down every single can. Don't hack any, but scan them down. If you see a blueprint in there that you think, okay, that's enough ISK for me, I'd like to take that, then hack the cans. If you feel like there's nothing in there of worth, come back to this data escalation after the downtime has happened, before the escalation obviously runs out, because the cans will refresh. And there is a high chance, and it's happened numerous times to me now, that I will find a much better blueprint in there, or a blueprint in there at all. The escalation will only disappear once a can has been hacked. If you forget which one's a data or which one's a relic site will look like this. It's much thicker, denser red clouds. The data has a tiny bit, and the layout's different, of course, because the escalation window won't show you if it's a data or a relic. It will just tell you where it is and how long until it disappears. So we'll speed through this site for you, but I'll show you what kind of ISK you can generate from a escalated relic site. As I've already explained, it's not a lot, but it's your ISK. This is your escalation. It's not a scannable location. The only thing that's scannable about this location is when you are inside it. Obviously, you can be probed down. So always run it. Always just take everything out, because it's what I would class as free loot. But we'll keep an eye on the totals here. So we're starting this site at about 72 million in our cargo hold. And we're coming up to the last can here. But you got to say, these escalated sites look absolutely fantastic. I love every time flying into these. And then we've ended this on about 122 million ISK, so that is 50 million ISK. Like I said, the relic escalations just don't pay. Whether I have just been super unlucky with every single one I've ran, but they just don't pay. So I don't actively hunt for these, but they just happen because we finished the sites anyway. If you want to know more about these, or hacking, or exploration in general, please leave a comment below. Drop into my Discord, drop into our Twitch, YouTube, or Kick streams. We do stream everywhere, every time we stream. I do appreciate every one of you for subscribing, following along. Absolutely great to bring you on this ride, and we will see you on the next video.